Hello. Um, this is a photo critique for Reddit's photography competition, and we're going to critique the final top 300. My name is Nice, and I'm a hobby photographer. I like pictures, I like taking them and looking at them, and that's essentially my background. And with me, I have
Me. And I come from a less photography background and more of a photography watching and arranging background. So
you've seen pictures before.
marketing, media. Yeah, I've seen pictures. I'm also, as the name would suggest, I'm not that very nice. I just tell the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so nice and mean. We are going to look at these pictures and give them a bit of critique. And first up, we've got this picture.
I said it was boring last time.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, well, we've done a round of critiques already, but for those who haven't had the benefit of watching those, we'll start afresh. So there's a few, like, it's very nice with the symmetry, and I like the complete mirroring that occurs.
I see what they do with the reflection, but
Yeah.
it's like it's got cropped the wrong way.
A little bit, and I can agree with that, because you see this bit sticking out here, and you see this bit intruding. Sure, it does anchor the picture a little bit, but this removes a bit of the symmetry.
Yeah. I just don't know who the subject is in this. Obviously, the big reflections, people watching something. But yeah, I just think it's cropped badly.
It's pretty cool, but it could use some more working on. So for now, we're gonna skip. Ooh.
This is the speaker eyes.
Yeah. This is really cool, and it's such a macro shot. Like this magnification is amazing, and nailing the focus that well is just outrageously good.
Do you think it was dead?
I don't think so, because these mandibles actually look like they're in movement.
Oh, it's giving me the shivers looking at it.
But we can both agree that it looks a little bit like a 1990s stereo, you know, the round one where you put the CD up in the tray here.
When there's always paint stains on it.
Yes. All in all, a really kick-ass picture. So yeah, that's enough of it.
Yes, this is the one I liked better than you liked.
Let's pretend we haven't seen them before.
Oh yeah,
because that might be more useful.
Okay.
If people haven't watched the previous one.
Context.
Yes. I know. So, there's obviously a little bit of a statement here, because knowing the US Army, you can see the flag. Normally, I'm a little bit against the "Hoorah USA," because it really does nothing for me. And I'm not English, by the way. It just sounds like it. But because there's such political mire here with the "don't ask, don't tell," and this is clearly a same-sex couple, I think it's nice.
I just think it's a cliche. It's a massive cliche, and usually I hate these types of pictures. But here, I just love the framing, and I think it works well.
Yeah, it's not center composed. It's a powerful backdrop, and it's a really good situation, and it's a little bit of a political statement. Like, yes, it is hamming it up to some extent, but I'll let that slide because the picture is powerful.
Yeah.
So upward.
No.
So this is kind of cool, and it's coming through the fog with the lights, but again, it's also, you know, just poles and a plane.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know how this could have been made better.
If you go off from the center, which is the plane, you need to choose your subject and stick with it. So do you want the army of thingies, as the engineering name is called, or nautical engineering name is called, because they look kind of cool on their own if you just got them going all the way down. But they don't know what their subject is here.
Yeah. The biggest and brightest and most in focus is this pole, but I refuse to think that this pole is the subject.
Well, the thing is, you know, the photography rule about the brightest thing, that's the first thing that your eye goes to. And I think these two objects in the foreground, being the plane and the tallest thingy, are competing for it.
Yeah, they competed a bit for the space. Okay, so we skip this.
No.
This is every, like, beachfront, fairground, spinny wheel, Ferris wheel shot.
Ever.
Yeah. it's also right on the center. So when I see landscapes, I really want there to be a foreground, a middle, and a background. And ideally, I don't want the horizon to go straight through the middle because it just makes the image so flat. It's a bisect. So choose a subject, the sky or the ground. And here, there's not a lot going on in the sky, so you could have put that up here and maybe walked out here to get a bit more of the foreground in. Just work it a little bit.
For me, it's just like every other picture ever. You really have to get something that's...
Make it more unique.
Yeah.
It's a nice cityscape, but it needs more work.
Yeah.
So this is Toronto, I'm guessing, because of the thingy there? Or
Seattle?
Oh, shit, yeah. But they both have needles.
I don't know.
I'm not good with Americas.
And they're not good with us, so it's okay.
Yeah,
Controversial.
Okay. Cool. Here, you can see that it's not right in the middle. They've actually chosen. The sky is sort of the subject, and this is more of a foreground bit. But it's a bit hazy, and it's a bit... I don't know.
Like, it's a pretty picture, but I just don't think it's a... for me, like, I would be very, very, very surprised. I won't bet my money on it being a competition winner.
Yeah, there's nothing special, and with the haze, neither is everything like nice and sharp and stands out with nice contrast and pops and make you go wow.
Well, if you just even took it as the last third or the first third separately, they're interesting pictures.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If you got
that.
the mountain and the tiny little building, or then you have the needle and you have the clouds, you have a tiny bit of that lovely fog going
so
through.
maybe just this,
or the other side,
or this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know there's supposed to be contrast working here, but it's too busy.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so we skip it.
No. You know my feelings on these.
Yeah, but you need to reiterate them. Remember.
It's an incredibly badly posed, really over-processed in post-production picture.
It's a bit high contrast.
Like he has no eyes, or they've been gouged out of his head.
Yeah, you lose a bit of connection with the eyes, and the contrast is a bit thick. Plus, with all these tattoos, seeing it in colour might have actually been more powerful.
Yeah.
Now, I know some portraits you just want to black and white them, but I'm kind of curious how this would look in colour.
I know they're trying to play with shadow, but for me it just doesn't work in this instance.
And at first glance it looks like he's nude, but then you see the cut-offs, so I don't know if he's a never nude. Or if
an alberfist.
But maybe you can keep that illusion by either cutting it here or just making him pull these back up a little bit. Depends on what you're going for.
It just looks like he's about to sneeze.
Maybe. But yeah, you lose a bit of the connection because the eyes are a little bit too dark.
Yeah.
It's a bit too much raccoon eyes here. And it's a bit heavy on the contrast, so a bit easier on the post pro. And I think this could be really good. And maybe colour. Again, it's cut in the middle, and it's a bit of street photography, but it's also, like, I don't know.
Snowing.
Yeah. It doesn't grab me.
Yeah, that's it. It just is, you know what I mean? And with why do they leave in the girl that looks like she's waiting for a lift home on the side as well?
Yeah. If you wanted the isolation, there's a few too many things here. If you wanted just this long row of lights, because they do look a little bit reasonably nice, but there's quite a bit of noise as well.
Also, I think the photographers should have just waited till they reached the end of that light puddle, like to put the actual photography terminology in it, so it doesn't look like the lampposts are coming out of their heads.
Ah, yes. Okay, so you want them over here.
The light puddle as the photography term would have it,
yeah. So you want them forward, or possibly even on the other side here.
Yeah.
Now, well, maybe. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, so skip.
Yeah.
Ah, this is interesting. it's interesting. Like it's a very closed off shot. There's not a lot you can see. You see a big back and you see looks like obviously a boxer, hugging. I don't know if it's his second or like one of his team, but I like it. It's a big moment, and you can see by the lines in his face
It's like
that he's very taken by it.
they caught the perfect moment, but just from too low an angle. But I still like the picture.
Yeah,
So it's like you caught the moment. And
Yeah.
sometimes catching the moment completely presides over getting the moment at the right angle.
yeah. It definitely
they were gonna hug
overshadows
forever.
any form of lack of technique
Yeah.
or just not having the perfect pose.
But it's
The moment like wins out definitely.
but it's one of those photos that I do black and white on. I'm not
Yeah.
a big favor of black and white, as I
Same.
said in my other
Same.
reviews. When slightly maybe perhaps more hyperactive or inebriated, that you're not a Calvin Klein advert circa the 90s, then you shouldn't black and white. But I
No,
think,
here it
yeah,
works.
yeah.
It's a brilliant moment, so that's an upvote.
Why is the thing wonky?
Well, if you look at the horizon, that's actually pretty straight, I think. Close enough. But the bridge is wonky. Yeah, I'd say that they've worked a bit with thirds here, because this is in the third rather than the center. That's good. This is in the middle though, which is not that good, and the sun isn't even up, so you just get a little bit of rosiness. I don't think this is strong enough.
I would like if it was on one of my friends' Facebook feeds, but that's about it.
Yeah, or a desktop background, but it's not competition winning material to me. The sky is a little bit flat. I'm guessing you had to take this before the contrast became too great, and didn't bring in an ND grad filter to sort of balance sky and ground. Yeah, not quite there. Skipsies. Right, this shot I sort of like, but it's a little bit too busy. You can either isolate your subject with light and cleanliness, or by focus. And here there's neither, because there's a thingy sticking up right out of him, and this goes straight through him. And the focus, I think, is it on him? Is that just motion blur?
There's
focus,
perfect spin and railing in the background.
Yeah, focus
really
seems to be just behind him, so focus is a little bit missed, and there's stuff coming out of him.
And the buildings in the background are very, very clear.
Yeah, but this, together with this, is really cool. Maybe just a little bit closer and shoot up, because then you can focus isolate and you can still get the rings in.
That's what I was gonna say as well.
So it doesn't look like you were all the way down on the ground, because you look about level with him here, level with the railing, but just crawl down on the ground and get close to him. You got to risk your skin a little bit, make him flip real close to you, and get this in. If you get him isolated here, then the shot just takes a new height, no pun intended. For this, needs a bit more work, so skip for this.
No.
See, I'm from rural beginnings, so I like forests like this, and this has nice rays, but still, it's just a forest.
It's not that. It's just a cliche.
Well, yes and no, but
it's a nice bit. Again, not a nice picture, but it's just not winner material to me. Big yawn there.
Yeah. No, it's
sums it up.
It's nice, but it just doesn't grab me.
No.
Yeah. I've seen this in real life, and it looks majestic, but somehow it doesn't transfer quite as well. I don't know how to make it better. I'm not that skilled. So all I can say is it's good, but just not good enough. Skipsies. Ooh.
I liked this one the last time I saw it.
This is really cool.
It was just like, it's one of the more original concepts I've seen throughout this. Like if you compare it to even the ones we've just seen so far, there's about 2 standout ones, and this is one of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not a landscape, it's not Milky Way, it's not a bridge.
It's very clear what the subject is here.
Yeah.
And it's isolated both by focus and by being in a clean spot. So
It just shows
brilliant.
great concept and skill.
Yeah, good concept, good execution, very cool concept. Yeah, like it's vision and technique in one picture. So definitely an upvote.
No, I hate kids in pictures. I don't think they belong here.
Nah.
So next,
It's a little bit like the eyes here are a little bit harrowing. Did you actually force your kid to be out in the snow in dressed in not enough, or did you just tell him that he's grounded?
She pink t-shirt.
So
girl,
is it?
Yeah,
I see a guy.
This is why we shouldn't have children on these things. You know my feelings about children on these things.
Yeah, it's also center composed.
And the focus is on the rim of the hat, and not her face.
Look,
right there. Perfect.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Yeah.
Details.
Skip. No.
Now, the pattern in the sky is nice, but it's not strong enough as a subject itself.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, but that's my name.
I've taken better pictures on my phone. Apologies to the photographer if they see this, but like this is not. Well, they got onto the top 300, so they must have warranted it somehow. But
yeah, it is nice, but it's just like
no.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like I wouldn't frame it and hang it. This is a bit too dark. Like the balance is off. It's a nice sheen, but there's not enough. I want more. I want more. God damn it.
No.
I can see the little bit of a story, but it's I don't know.
It's a beautiful roof door.
Yeah, this pole bothers me.
Racist.
Like quite a bit. Like you could have easily.
It's just that light in the left corner. I know what you're trying to do. The fireworks are what you're trying to do, but it just doesn't work for me.
Just sit him here and take the shot.
Or why not like just there where your mouse is, where the cursor is, just right there. Go in a different angle. I don't know what the significance was of having that house roof and that big bright light there, the left hand side.
This is sort of crowding it a bit as well.
Yeah, it's not directing.
You want this to maybe frame it a little bit on the side and have it open and focus on the fireworks, or focus more on the guy and the rest is like incidental. But here, it feels a bit crowded, and I really dislike this pole.
Great Instagram picture.
Skip. Now, this I like. And from the groan, I think Mean doesn't quite like it.
I don't know. It's just like, can you see that being the winner?
Maybe not, but I like the scope, and I like the white actually creates like a natural negative space, and everything's nice in focus, and you get a sense of depth. It's in the style of Ansel Adams, but it's not quite Ansel Adams. This is very center, like. This is.
I just think that I would just imagine that being on a negative as one of the kind of throwaway shots of a magnificent picture of a snow-capped mountain or whatever.
Possibly, yeah. It's got a bit of sense of scope, but it doesn't have enough, I think, and there's something missing. It's not quite there. Maybe you need a bit more gradients through the sky. The sky needs to be a bit more dramatic because it's a little bit flat all over, I think.
Skip.
Yeah, skip.
No, this hurts my eyes.
Yeah, that seems very processed.
Yeah. And since when does water look like hair?
Yeah.
And look at the shadows around the I'm gonna call it jetty, which is so Irish. Part is
it's a little bit.
It looks like a really
too pastel.
It looks like a poster you see. Do you know in those old poster racks that make the creaks as you swing, or like over a black frame, like a really old.
This nearly looks like it was split toned to make shadows blue and light like orange, yellow. Cyan and yellow, because these buildings are probably black, but they all look blue here.
Well, that could be the sunset too, but yeah, I don't know.
Possibly. But yeah, no, it doesn't work for me, and it's a little bit too much in the middle. It's nice enough, and I can see this hanging on like a doctor's reception wall, but it's not quite strong enough.
I remember liking this picture last time.
It's quite cool. It's got something there, and it's kind of good. Now I understand due to safety you can't be like straight down the barrel here and get his eye perfectly through here because then you'd be a target. But
I'm usually an advocate of zooming in, but maybe they zoomed in slightly too much.
possibly.
I just think there could be a better framing on that. I know, like, yeah, you're from a distance, and it's great, cool seeing the eye in the gun and stuff like that.
In the sight, yeah. So I guess, is it an upvote or a skip?
I'll upvote it because just from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, this is a unique concept.
Yeah.
Or this is not a landscape, which there seems to be millions of.
No.
I like concept photography, but here, like, he's just chilling. He's blowing out a cloud of smoke. That's it.
Yeah. It's like a hipster's pub page, Facebook page, cover photo.
Maybe a bit. I like the clarity of this. It's very purposeful and
what is with all the landscape pictures making?
yeah, and here it's not in the middle. You've definitely got like a third here of foreground, a third of middle, and then this is sort of a third of background. But and again, like yeah, you got the stone here in the middle being echoed here in the middle, and it's all nice, but
Nice is being very critical today.
yeah, I don't know. Don't know if I'd upvote it.
Yeah, I just feel that they're just the same as you had a great idea, but so did everyone else on this, apparently.
Okay, so we'll skip for now, but it's a close one.
I'm the fire starter.
Wicked
I don't
fire
like
starter.
This packed picture.
Yeah,
Starter.
fire starter.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Completely going off the mark. But doesn't that look like, if you look at the flame above him, doesn't it look like half a silhouette of some creepy man that's behind him? Just imagine if that's the mouth, a nostril, and an eye.
Looks more like a dragon
Well,
or like a horse.
Anyway, that's not the point.
No, that's not the point. The point is, it's a creepy clown, and I can see maybe the shutter should have been a little bit slower, and this fire going through him is quite distracting because the face is, gets some cool lighting from this flame here, but things sticking out of heads is not good for a shot. This needed to rotate away a little bit further and maybe tiny bit slower on the shutter to get a little bit more of drag through the flames here. Yeah, it's good though.
No, girls in forests. No. Lazy concept. I hate it.
I'm lost and I'm looking for my something.
That's Lady Ginger Jesus lost in the forest, obviously.
With a crown of thorns.
Yeah.
It's a little bit center composed. It's
even then,
a naturey shot, but
her expression is flat.
You can barely see any nature here, and as Sir Bryce would have said, you need to connect this with this.
Yeah.
Connect chin and shoulder. Bring that up a little bit, and connect them. Make a stronger pose. I can see this working if you work it a bit more. But right now, yeah,
it ain't working.
Doesn't do it for me. It's okay. Right, I saw this before, and I said that I usually don't like what seems to be religious motifs, being a pagan, but this sort of, it's nice. You got three guys standing a bit apart. It looks very ancient. It's a very anachronistic picture. It could be taken nearly any time, except for this little bit here, because it's obviously paper, so it's got to be sometime after the 1300s. Wait, 1500s. But I like it. It's got a little bit of a timeless quality to it.
I don't.
You don't. Yeah, I like it, but I don't like it.
If there was three of them in a forest, or is it the, you know what I mean? Is the setting that just makes it much more? I suppose that's what pictures are about.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is. So yeah, it's. I don't like how this is a bit cut off. Maybe there could have been a bit more done with the framing. I don't know if this was posed. If it was, you could have worked a little bit more. If this was just taken, then that's what you have. That's what you're given. Maybe you should have waited for another moment. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, you're trying to tell a story with your pictures, and I'm not quite sure what the story is trying to tell.
I'm sort of liking it, but I'm not quite understanding it. So skipsies.
No.
Wow.
Imagine that was in colour. How much worse it would be. It's already a crap picture.
Yeah, you're not connecting this corner with this corner. That's a little bit off, and that's a little bit off. So just tilt it a little bit and do at least something. But you're missing both corners, and this is a little bit too hazy. I don't like this, and I usually find it good in most pictures. So no, doesn't do it for me. Sorry.
No.
No, I like this. Like I've done steel wool shots as well, and they're pretty cool. But here they've actually thought about it a little bit and gone up and made it like a steel wool umbrella almost. And they've got some foreground. They've got low. They've like on technicality alone, I would upvote this.
Why do they need to get from that angle? Why not do it head on?
And I'm not sure if they're holding. Because I can see flares here. Are they holding
flashlight with it?
A flashlight up as well? I'm not sure, but I do like it. So.
Hey, we didn't both agree on it.
But I agreed.
Coors Light cold.
Coors Light cold. You forgot to put Van Damme in.
Yeah, that's all this is saying.
No, I sort of like this. I like it because normally you have everything so anchored, but here it's just the peak coming through, and it's very clear, very well taken.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, peekaboo. It's coming out through the clouds, so I like it. I just don't know if I like it enough. I'll leave it up to me.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said I'll leave it up to mean. To me, even.
Yeah, to me.
Jesus, I'm falling asleep here.
Skip or upvote?
I would skip. There's just too many mountain pictures.
Okay. Ooh. Now, usually I don't like pictures of people's backs because it's not what street photography is. But this is this picture just speaks. It just sings. It's a very powerful, like you can see the gust of wind wrapping the scarf around him, head down, hands clenched, and right mid-step with the coat billowing a little bit. It's a very, very good picture.
Yeah, for once I have to agree with you in there. I actually like this picture.
I like this very well. And I don't know what is around here, which gives it an air of mystique. So this is nearly blown out, but it really works.
Oh, yeah,
because he's stepping into something unknown. It probably wouldn't have been as good if we'd seen where he's going.
Yeah, exactly.
So now I'm curious, and there's a whole story going on here, and it just works. Brilliant shot.
No. Greece called, they wanted their holiday ad back.
Yeah.
I really don't like this picture.
It's a shame about the graffiti. Yeah.
Why from that angle? I don't get the girl in the red dress in the abandoned ship.
Yeah, or the abandoned steps. But since it's clearly posed...
The steps on ship.
Since it's clearly posed, so you could have worked with the model here. There are no clouds in the sky, so you need a stronger subject.
Yeah, like I mean... So
to let her sort of disappear here is almost criminal.
It's a shame.
Yeah, you should work more with your model and get in there.
Model.
So,
yeah.
Skip for me.
What is with the mountains?
Nice colours.
Nice painting. Nice oil colour painting.
Nice
Why
little
did you
bit
paint
of
that
moon
picture?
there. But the moon almost makes it seem a little bit unreal. Like I know you see the moon, but it looks like morning. And
your biggest problem with this picture is the moon?
No, the moon is one of the problems. Yeah, and it looks almost like it could have used a little bit more depth. Because is this starting to get a bit hazy, or is it just my eyes? No,
it's starting to get hazy. It looks like, do you know if you just do a little circle of stars around here? It's like the Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount called they want the mountain back.
Yeah.
See, this is too dark. You have no texture through these trees.
Like I said,
this is a little bit too light.
Beautiful oil painting. Get those oils out.
Yeah.
Transfer it onto canvas. There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Gator, baby.
That branch is in the way. It's ruined.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's ruined, but this bothers me.
Ruins it.
It doesn't ruin it. It's still a good picture. It's a good, nice close-up of a little reptile.
The perfect shot. Should have just had a scissors
Yeah.
with him.
Or just moved your head down here.
That too.
This could have been up here, and it would have
Yeah.
sort of worked as extra
But
framing.
then
But
again,
now,
you're close to, you know,
yeah,
it.
yeah, but it doesn't look like a big one. I don't know though.
No, not really.
Yeah, should have been worked a little bit more. Skipsies.
No.
Yeah, it's shapes, it's repeating patterns, and I can see what you're doing, and I don't like it.
For your first year photography class, that is a lovely use of squares.
Yeah.
That you would have got a C on, but you would have appreciated the concept.
It sort of looks a little bit like photographic assignment, I'm afraid. Yeah.
A bad photography assignment.
It doesn't speak to me. I'm sorry. Skip.
No.
Oh, look. It's a starfall.
Great.
If we look close here, it actually looks like you've gotten a little bit of blurring, like a little bit of star trails going. I don't know how long of a shutter speed you had on this, but the stars don't look like quite sharp enough.
You could have got this beautiful sunset, the magnificent landscape, so it seems to look, and then a bit of Milky Way in it, but no. Let's just prop that shit up in the air and just see what happens. Oh, I'm so talented.
That's a bit mean.
That's my name.
Oh, yeah. No, I like it, and there's a starfall, so it's sort of a moment, but there's a little bit of movement in the stars, I think, from what I can see, unless my vision is going. And there's not quite enough foreground.
Yeah.
Like, this is
I said
nearly too late. You should have taken it a little bit earlier when it's coming up like this, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. There are train tracks.
They're bendy train tracks.
Bendy train tracks, even.
Bendy ones.
I can see what the picture is about, but I'm still not taken by it.
I forget what I said last time about this.
So just go fresh.
Go fresh.
What do you think?
It's bending tracks. That's about it. It's anyone could have taken that shot. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You made it in black and white. There's probably a lot of other people who've taken the exact same picture as this.
Yeah.
So I don't think, from a skill perspective, it hasn't warranted much, from what I can see. Unless you had bent the tracks yourself, but I can't tell. I can't tell that from the picture.
And neither can I. No, I have to agree. It's not quite my cup of tea. Yeah, it's a skip. Oh,
This weird amoeba-looking thing you got in.
yeah. This looks weird. I don't know what this is. Is this a galaxy? Is this or is this just some form of amniotic fluid with nerves that you're looking at? Well, I'm asking is it micro or macro?
It's just there's no context, so I can't understand what I'm looking at. Looking into a pond.
Should have included a banana for scale.
Exactly. This is what happens.
Yeah. It's nice and it's some cool patterns, but I have no idea what this is, and I'm going to have to skip. Huh.
Good tourist picture, not competition worthy.
Yeah, it's nice and sharp.
And I don't know why it's in black and white.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably a lot of colour in that and gold.
There's a couple
splendor.
of repeating half circles.
Yeah, that's the architecture, not the photographer.
Yeah, but they have to choose which parts to capture, right? But good and sharp. But I don't know. It's like a small advert for the building. Skipsies. A snail.
Oh, the snail still freaks me out.
But it's a good macro shot of a snail.
Yeah, it is, and the colour is nice.
It's just bang on, and it's not center composed. It works. It works for me.
Like, it is a good photo.
Well processed.
And it is creeping me out a bit. But it's like, I just don't see that as the winner this year.
No, but I'm still going to upvote it.
No, it has its place. I like this picture.
Wow. This is cool.
Yeah, I just think originality of concept, compared to all the mountains and Milky Ways we've seen so far, it definitely delivers something different.
Yeah, this is an awesome picture.
Yeah, it's
That
probably
is
one
so
of the
cool.
few I'm going to agree with you on.
And the timing alone to just nail this shot. Dang. Yeah. Props. Kudos. Great concept, great execution. A+, would upvote again.
No.
Stripy
Film
and
noir,
yeah,
gone wrong.
leopard spots
yeah.
and stripes. Got to choose one. Can't be both a zebra and leopard. I do like the small reflection here of the face, but
It's just so manufactured as a whole concept and shot. It doesn't just, nothing about it feels natural. And it's, the thing is, if it was in a studio, that's fine, but it's not, and I just don't like it.
Yeah, if you wanted noir, it should have been a bit more of contrast between light and shadow.
Well, and just bigger blinds then.
Yeah,
Like,
it should have been harsher.
Angle of the blinds.
Should have been harsher. Currently it's nice, but it doesn't quite work for me. Huh.
No.
They're silos.
Great.
Is that Armageddon breaking it?
Yeah.
Or is that Mount Doom in the distance? Frodo and Sam are on the way there with the ring.
Yeah.
No, it's a few stars here. There's a couple of silos, and that's it.
The subject is something I see all the time. It's from the wrong angle. A beautiful time of day, but you just did not execute that thing right.
No.
From what I see, it's a bunch of containers in a tree and a shed.
Yeah. Skip.
No.
Oh. This is a bit too much on the HDR, I think. It's just telltale HDR. These are a little bit too like haloed in HDR. It's just a bit too much.
It's there not to be abused.
Yeah, and these stones look so fluffy. Like there's contrast coming out the ears of these.
I sleep on them.
Yeah.
Not the cactus.
No.
Cacti, but
No, and also it's center composed.
yeah. I'm not liking this.
Bit too much on the HDR.
A little bit like, Simba. Everything they like touches their king.
It's alright, but yeah. I like this. And because it's a perfect reflection all the way down. And you can barely not see that it's a reflection if you don't start looking at like how everything's properly mirrored.
Yeah, on second viewing of this, because I've seen this in the previous rounds.
And it's quite clean.
Yeah. And like I suppose I'm just comparing this with what I've seen so far. And it is one of the stronger shots, just even purely conceptually.
I don't think it's a proper winner. It doesn't grab me that much, but it is good, and it's a nice concept, clean execution, well processed. I'll upvote it.
Okay. No. For photography of children and photographers.
I don't think so.
Okay, someone there for no reason then, like your man watching the fireworks.
Like I will defend this because I like when people actually put a subject in a nice landscape picture. For some reason though, this water bottle bothers me. I don't know why. It's a silly thing to pick on.
You're staying hydrated, I hate you.
It's a silly thing to pick on, but it bothers me.
But a clear advertisement for Obus.
Obus, yeah. I have no idea what Obus is. No, anyway.
It's a bag manufacturer, apparently. And one with very good water storage at the sides of it.
Stop. Foreground, middle ground, background, dramatic clouds. It's got most of the stuff in there.
But if the winner's going to be chosen from this batch of photos...
I think this needed to be a little bit... You need to step back just a little bit. Because there's a little bit too little foreground. I'm guessing this is the subject. And yeah. Should have worked the angle a little bit. It seems like you just sat there and you walked up and went, actually, this would be a great shot to take the shot. And that's it. I don't know if that's how it went down. But maybe work it a little bit and take the water bottle out.
Please. Dehydrate yourself. I liked this one the last time as well. It's a lovely picture, a lovely moment.
It's a fantastic picture. Like there's talk about capturing the moment.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Like that picture nearly takes itself.
Yeah, exactly. The light and dark.
You must have chimped on the back of your LCD and gone like an ape yourself. Go almost.
Almost.
Upvote.
Basically.
Clear upvote.
No.
There are some pipes. They make steam come out. The end.
Oh, Danny boy.
The pipes are steaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah.
No.
I'm not sure what the aim is here. So.
How did this like? It's like go home picture. You're drunk. You're in the wrong place.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's a little bit
bad.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see this here.
No.
Huh. No, this is
high school science book cover. Woo.
Yeah, but still, it's a
Give
very.
me the ants any day. Right.
It's a very technically cool shot. I have to give it that. And yeah.
Is the concept original?
I don't know.
No.
It's colourful.
Great.
And it's decent, and it's not center composed. It's just, I don't know. For some reason, it's
Cliché?
not quite there for me. So we'll skip it.
No.
Ooh, I like my frappe well beaten.
Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, pretty much. This looks like a crashing surf because there's too much for it to just be on a micro level.
It's too like because I have no context in which to put this in.
Either a touch of foreground or something in the background.
Yeah, to indicate where you are.
I have no idea if you just took this from the inside of a car wash.
Yeah, exactly.
I see the frame in a frame, and I understand that concept, but it almost looks a little bit tilted, slanted. It's a little bit too little though.
And boat covers on a bridge isn't interesting for it to look through a keyhole with.
Yeah, it should have been maybe here and here. It should have been closer.
Yeah.
Frame within a frame works, but it's not enough. And this building cutting straight through, like most, takes out a third of your actual picture within that frame. It doesn't work for me.
Like, what would have been a more interesting picture to me is, but don't do the frame in the frame thing. There's no one there. Lie on your belly and stick out your camera at the river. I know, I just feel that photographers should move more.
Possibly, yeah.
Like, you need to give people a different perspective on what you see. It's showing the world a different viewpoint.
Yeah, a lot of the times, photographers, and myself included, can be lazy and they just walk up, see a really cool place and go, ooh, cool. Just stand there and take the shot. But photography just really comes alive when you look at it from an angle that you can't normally get with your eyes, because then it's something different and you actually have to process it more. Because
this is a scene thanks to, printing and media that we've all seen.
Yeah. All right, so skip.
I remember seeing this last time and I liked it.
Yeah. There's been a few of these. There were a few of these in the original sets. But I like this because it's an unafraid use of negative space.
Yeah.
In the others, it almost seems incidental because they're too short, but this is the right amount. Like, you've got a clear, defined subject. There's two people sitting at the end of the bridge. There's a lot of negative space, but it's well used.
Yeah.
And it just adds to the picture rather than detracts from it.
No, it's really good, yeah.
Yeah, I really like this.
You know, upvote.
Yeah. Hang on.
For once.
Relax.
No.
You look like you're in London.
That looks like a picture I've taken by accident with my phone.
Nearly. Yeah. It looks like the baby shard.
It just,
New news building. TNB. In old London town. Yeah, skip.
Oh.
Another one. Very nice colours.
Yeah, like, it's more the colours.
The isolation, like the blue and yellow. Colours of Sweden, I think. Sweden has blue and yellow. Huh. So it's a Swedish something B?
IKEA B.
IBEA.
That would be it.
Yeah.
IBEA.
Very good though. Very good macro shot. Very good clarity. And just well executed. Really nice. Upvote for you, sir. Or lady. We talked about this before, and what we said then I think still rings true when we look at it. It's a good shot, but this sort of disappears a little bit. You could have gotten your feet a little bit wet and stepped out in the stream and shot all the way down along this make it take up a bit more of the frame and get all the way, and include this bow to a greater degree. Just think the angles could have been worked a little bit more, perhaps.
Yeah.
And also,
that's true.
depth of field should have been considered, because you've got your focus here, and then it starts getting blurry a bit.
Well, they did something weird with the background as well, with the trees as well.
And if this is supposed to be your subject, then it needs to be your subject, and it needs to be in focus even here. And it looks like that's lightened.
Yeah, that's why
there's a light halo around these trees.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
It looks a bit really odd.
So
it looks like a colorized picture from the 40s gone wrong.
Possibly. A few things here and there, but
yeah.
Skip.
This is the one if you just zoomed in.
Yeah, like at first you look at it's a couple of rocks. Ooh, there's something hanging.
Yeah.
But if you just got in a bit closer, and it would have looked so daring, nearly death-defying.
And just like it would just show completely from like the caterpillar's perspective how high that fucking thing is.
Yeah, get in there and get the scale if you can, because this bit here doesn't really add that much to the picture.
Because now from this angle the subject is the rocks and not the caterpillar.
If you just did this, more or less, a little bit of the flower and a little bit of the ground here, and just punch in on it, would have been fantastic.
No. The 90s called.
I can see. Seal called. He wants his cover photo back.
Yeah.
I can see the concept. The water drops might be a bit much.
I can see it and I hate it. On a
but
vinyl?
the thorn is the pickup for the vinyl, whatever.
It's so please.
No. Can see this scene being like the ending scene for a 1990s episode of Beauty and the Beast. Back when that was a series. No, when the Beauty and the Beast was a series.
A cartoon series?
No. The
live action. Yeah. Okay. No.
The lines, the colors are just weird.
It's nice for Instagram.
It's very processed though, and I don't know. I don't quite like it.
No.
Plus hidden park bench.
Oh yeah, hate park benches.
Skip.
So it's children. What else do we say? Children,
train tracks, and park benches. Look, it's a poop spreader.
Oh yeah.
Poop flinger. If this had been like from a higher angle and gotten more of the action in, or this should have been the subject, and there's a bit too much sky around it, I think.
And I don't know why it's black and white.
Yeah, probably because there's poop and it's brown.
Yeah.
But like, if you wanted to convey the vastness, doing it against the sky is a bit harder. If we could have seen fields going for miles, that would have made a stronger shot, I think.
Yeah.
Makes it harder to isolate him though, so I can understand the decision. Alright, skip for me. I like her.
Yeah, again, it was like, it's the right moment, not the best composition, but you got the moment. And walking in a puddle barefoot, dog on shoulders, clearly not giving a shit.
Giving absolutely zero fucks.
Yeah, so I think it's brilliant from that perspective. Like I said, I mean, she could have bent down lower, or whoever took the photo, they could have, they could have
done a number of things to maybe just move and stand on tippy toes to get her against this rather than with a fat guy in pink shirt and background.
They sacrificed technicality to take the moment, and I think they're completely right to do so.
And it's in focus and it's grand, and the other people have umbrellas. She's obviously soaked from the rains, but she's carrying her buddy, the dog. It's fantastic. It's an amazing moment. Upvote. Looks like Chevy Chase is being attacked by pigeons.
Yeah.
Bargain bin Chevy Chase.
Like Better Call Saul episode gone wrong.
Yeah, in a pigeon hailstorm. I just like it because of the sheer amounts of pigeons, and he just looks so happy.
It is a good picture, but I just don't like it in terms of like competition.
No, I'll still upvote it. It's good for me.
That's for you then. Oh yeah, that's
good moment. Very, very
well. It's not the best Deer and Horns picture I've seen, but it's pretty good.
It's pretty damn good, but it's the lowered saturations and the slightly Instagram look. Not sure if that's what I would have gone for.
Looks like an Urban Outfitters campaign.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
something you'd see inside there.
For like really tough outdoors hiking and clothes and shit.
Have you ever been to Urban Outfitters?
No. No. What? Skip. No, not skip. Wait. Back.
Big mistake. Abort.
Upvote.
Abort.
There we go. Huh.
I do like this, but I don't like this.
Yeah, I see what you mean. These look almost like sunflowers, but I have no idea what they actually are, so... It's cool, but it's weird, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Skip for upvote.
Skip.
Huh.
Well, I like how the seagull's like, I'm still gonna get motherfucking breadcrumbs, but
yes.
quit yawning. But yeah, other than that, to me, it's a lovely family snap.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's an extraordinary family snap. It's an okay picture. Yeah.
Yeah. No. My feelings in pictures of kids again.
I sort of like it. It's a little bit dirty and it's a little bit of peekaboo, but then again, I don't like it. Very, very cool use of frame in frame, and you see very, very little of the kid.
But the wood is very much in focus.
Yes.
It should have been the opposite way around, really.
Yeah. I like it and I don't. I'm conflicted.
I don't like pictures of kids. Competitions.
Alright. Mean wins this one.
No. Religion book cover.
It's a long exposure of rushing water with
Great.
some trees on the side. This could have been more prominent. I don't know. Yeah. It's okay. It's nice, but it's not fantastic. Ooh, this is cool.
I like this.
Like this is so bright, but it works because it almost looks like he's climbing on an inverted rose or something. And you have her there for scale, and yeah, it's just a cool shot.
Yeah.
And normally I don't like it when stuff is overexposed, but here it just works.
It does, because the glacial kind of context, we know what they're doing.
Yeah. No, it's really good. Really good.
I really do like it.
Upvote.
No.
It's a bit blurry and it's a bit wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I can imagine this is just an extreme crop from like another picture.
Possibly. But even so, no.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
This hurts.
This moment wasn't worth the wait for me, I'm afraid.
Oh.
No. I can sort of see it, but
I don't know why it's in black and white.
Yeah,
It
again.
just makes it so much busier.
Why is it in black and white?
Well, anything Oriental like is so colourful, and that's what you kind of look at. And then they just
Man going downstairs.
Amazing. I've never seen that.
More news at 10. There's a lot of lightning, and I know that lightning's not the easiest to capture, but no, it's a bit too hazy, and it's.
So it looks like the opening credits for like an early Steven Seagal movie.
Yes, Steven Seagal is back again, and he happens to be a retired, insert really cool army/murderous profession here.
And now I live on a round car park.
Yeah, and now he lives on this horseshoe. That's somewhere in the UAE, isn't it? Now he lives here as a chef, but lo and behold, terrorists appear, and he has to save the day with Aikido. Fantastic. Not for me.
No.
I sort of like
it's
the really narrow center of focus, but she looks possessed. You don't really see the eye properly.
It looks like a social services or child protection advert. Like, please show, like, donate to dollars to
donate to poor
misfortunate kids.
Yeah, unfortunate children.
Yeah,
and it's got something, but when you lose the eyes,
you lose the picture.
God, that sounds so pretentious, doesn't it?
No, but we should have been like beat poets back in the day.
Not for me.
No. God, no.
This could have had so much more sense of scale. Like,
okay, why the portrait?
Yeah. A landscape and a bit further back would have gotten the whole range and maybe given that sense of scale. Right now, those trees up there is the only thing that makes me realise that this is massive. Because with these, it just looks like it's a little bit of a hill, and I could climb up here with no big bother.
I'm actually just in disbelief that this is in the top 300.
I like this.
I've seen better ones.
Yeah, but I like it because of the shape and the stuff. On the other hand, somebody just walked up to a wall, looked up, and shot it.
The end.
So I like
No,
that
made
these.
it black and white.
I like these patterns go aside out the sides here though. Yeah, skip or upvote?
Skip.
But it was close though.
You liked this, I remember.
Yeah, I like this. Like, it's the man running up the dunes. It's not superbly original, but I still like it. You know, you have to be there. You have to take the shot. There's some sand whipping. It's whipping his stuff back. Yeah. And you get a sense of vastness.
I just don't like it.
Well, we went with your skip last time, so we'll go with my upvote this time.
No.
Yeah, this is...
I got access to the balcony at the train station.
Yeah, it's nice that you've got a slightly different perspective, but maybe down a bit more or do something else.
It just reminds me of the Michael and Janet Jackson music video for Scream.
Very true. Very true.
No.
I like this though. They've hidden a flash inside a brolly and then sprayed it. It's a very technical picture. Again, I don't know if you could have balanced it so we could actually see the face of the model, but that would have been kind of cool. Her hair looks well exposed here, so that should have probably been a possibility. I don't like it when you take a picture of a back when it's posed, because why? Like, we like interacting with people, and looking at someone is much cooler than looking at someone's back.
But I suppose they just wanted you to get more of the technical thing than the... Like, I mean, I prefer this to someone facing me. I probably would have just said out and out no, like I just did there. And what I'm trying to say is that it's, for me, it's not a winning picture, but I admire it from a technical standpoint.
Yeah. No, I definitely admire the technicality here, because there's a lot of things going on, and it's well exposed, and it looks kind of cool. But should have been a concept behind it, just other than just... this is cool and technical, I guess. Okay, moving on. This looks like it's the sea again. This doesn't look real. It looks like an old painting that just went a little bit overboard.
Yeah, it's just a tired concept. No, Children of the Corn.
Yeah, Children of the Corn. These subjects are nearly disappearing. It should have been a bit closer. Maybe just crop it here and have them be a bit bigger. You still get the sense of vastness through the corn.
The negative space is used completely wrong, and the angle is completely wrong as well.
Yeah, I have to concur. Maybe even run them a bit further back and compress this in with a longer lens, possibly.
No.
Hello, train tracks.
I hate you.
Goodbye, train tracks.
No.
I sort of like this because it's a Milky Way shot, but they worked it a little bit, and there's a guy, and there's a light, and there's an observatory.
Badly, like, I don't know, he's not lit well in this. It's a Milky Way.
Really hard to light a shot like this well with a static light. What you want to do with a shot like this is bring a flash and set the flash so it's got a decent exposure, flash the actual subject, and then let the 20 seconds go on the Milky Way to get a decent exposure on that.
And then remember that this is a boring star photography picture, not submitted to Reddit.
That's a bit harsh and mean. Hey!
Something's going on here.
Yeah, I like that. He's head and shoulders above, and everybody's looking in rapt bewilderment at the man juggling balls while standing on a ball. It's cool. I like it. And there's a bit of architecture in the background, so it's got a lot of stuff going.
I think it's a little bit too busy in the background with the church, but what could they have done at the time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you can't move a building for the sake of a clean spot.
And
so
yeah, you've isolated
isolated
him well, and yes, it's a little bit of a touristy shot, but it's a good moment, and the expression is great. So kudos, upvotes. I can see what they're going for here, and the repeating pattern are they're sort of cool, but it just falls flat here in this area, I think, and here, because the repeating patterns stop.
I admire your skills of getting the building to stand still for so long, and to get it on a dry day, so like rain isn't falling down the windows. Very
Ouch.
such skill,
Very harsh.
many talent. Sweaty boy, we've seen you before. I shouldn't really call it sweaty boy, should I? That's really
No, that sounds wrong.
I just don't like pictures of kids. It's a nice picture.
Yeah,
But-
it's a nice, cool picture. But is he sweaty, or did you just spit on him, spray him with something, or I don't know,
Sounds really wrong.
or was it raining?
Let's stop digging the hole now.
Yeah, let's just move on.
I liked this picture. I remember I saw it
Yeah.
last time.
Even though it's a kid, like it looks so 70s.
Why is
'Cause-
everyone doing that? Like, I hate how Instagram-y filters have kind of transpired
Yeah.
themselves into like now mainstream photography.
Yeah, still gonna upvote it. This though, ugh, wow.
It hurts my eyes. I understand what they're trying to do, and it is different, but
Yeah,
it just hurts my eyes.
this looks almost green screened in compared to this.
Well, again, it's that
Very
Instagram-y
unnatural.
look.
Yeah, very unnatural line. I just don't like it.
Okay, then you're not obligated.
Hey, it's a B. I like
It's
the B.
I like the positioning of this. It's a very
Yeah.
nice shot.
Yeah, it's not in the third. It's
beside-
not on the center. It's sort of in the third. It's a very good shot, and you can see all the pollen.
Yeah, and the background is done very well as well.
It's very cool.
And the foreground.
Very good.
So yeah, very good. Well, no.
Okay. No, there's a little bit of a
That
flash
looks like
there,
that
but
looks
it's
like
not.
the thing from that movie with the blue.
Yeah,
It's a 6 something.
Hero 6.
Yeah.
Superhero 6 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. It looks like the Tesseract has opened the portal and the alien Chitauri army is going to come attack the Avengers down here.
Yeah.
It's
That's better.
It's a little bit unreal and I don't, yeah. And is it wonky? This is a bit higher than this?
It's a bit wide at the end, if that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
It's a Milky Way shot over a
No.
mountain range, but it's a bit overexposed.
It's a great thing to write your inspirational quote on.
No, not even that, because it's a bit overexposed. It's too bright. You want
like
more
it.
color and contrast. This almost looks like it's the morning because it's too bright. It almost looks like
I need to get every
sunrise.
star in this shot.
yeah. No, it's okay, but it's
I
too
know.
bright because the mountain range is lit up and all.
What is with all the Milky Way pictures coming in? It's always a trend every year.
I'm gonna have to go take some for the next one. I like this. Timing is excellent here, and you can see the shadow of the bike, and it's a long leading line to subject.
Just that thingy, if it's like a lamp
Yeah,
or something,
this.
it's really annoying.
But I appreciate that you didn't photo manipulate it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yes.
upvote this.
Yeah, the backlighting. No.
The Johnsons
No.
wishes you a happy Christmas.
I hate Christmas and kids, so no.
This looks like a beer ad with a touch of HDR.
This looks boring.
It's a little bit centered, and yeah, it
Boring.
doesn't do much for me, I'm afraid. Ooh, we're at the Derby. Like the previous times, I've given this a bit of flack, but I actually like all of this distance.
They should have
It's
been
grown on
lower.
me. Yeah, maybe, but it's grown on me.
They should have crouched down lower.
It's a little bit center composed, but you got the rays, and you got like everything here is in crisp focus. Yet these are still, which means it's a reasonably high aperture, but you still manage to freeze the action, which is good.
It should have been a lower angle.
Yeah.
That could have made such a difference.
So here we've got one of the other pictures where there's a bit of crap here, and this isn't bold enough. It doesn't stick out far enough.
Yeah.
So you there's too much negative space now, and that just takes the power out of the picture.
You needed to get it so you got the statue on its own,
Mm.
or the housey thing in the background on its own.
Yeah.
But no.
I can see the thingy here. There's a little bit of an enigma, but it should have just been lit here, and this should have been dark.
Leah from Futurama's high school portrait. The flyaways in the hair really annoy me as well. Really
This
annoy
is
me.
this is obviously posed. So here's a good tip. This would take hours. Maybe not hours, but an hour to take out and fix in Photoshop. All of these flyaways, and editors hate that. Whereas you can just tell your model, hey, your hair's a little bit got a couple of flyaways. Could you just put them down? and it takes less than 5 minutes. So yeah, interesting concept. Work on your details and take that out. This looks like somebody herding a flock, and it's got a sense of vastness about it, but it might be a bit too much.
Yeah, what was so interesting about the sky that you needed it to take up almost half your picture. I know there's like barely any cloud formation in it, because it's just all masked away, but I'm sure that it was worthy of using up half your space in your picture for.
Yeah, I would have put in a bit more of this. You can sense the vastness because you've got the solitary man there for scale. So
yeah, the distance between them, the edge, them, and the trees. I don't know why there's so much sky.
You could have even done a little bit of creative cropping here and just cropped this away and had it be almost like a panoramic shot, because that just lends power to this shape more. So yeah, get a bit more creative with your cropping. Not everything has to be 4x3.
Your local butter company called.
It's decent colours and all, but this seems like an almost unblocked sun. It is still dark. It's still so dark. Like it's dark around here.
No,
Why
the
is it dark?
contrast has just been put really high.
No, there's just something weird has been done here, and there's lines here that have nearly been like darkened away. Yeah, it's been a bit of fiddling going on here, and I don't like it.
All shenanigans.
I call shenanigans on this picture.
Boring.
Yeah.
It's a Japanese spa from the 80s.
Nice colour and all, but yeah, it doesn't do much. There's some water running here. It's a nice picture.
Amazing.
But yeah, you should probably put this on your wall at home, and people will go, "Ooh, that's a nice picture."
No.
Somebody's walking the dog, and there's a sun. The end.
I can't believe that. No.
It's a baby.
No. Wow, you've procreated. Congratulations. And
yeah, babies happen. I like this. It's a little bit of a concept, an execution.
I don't like this. It's like I was in high school and I was given a camera. No.
That's harsh.
How did so many of these get into... I'm getting angry.
I like this though. This, like the other pictures, balanced this wrong, because the Milky Way wasn't properly in focus, or like it had a bunch of other stuff. Whereas here, it's well exposed, with this also being well exposed, this being like clear, and correct exposure of the Milky Way. So
and it's everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
It's still gonna skip it, but this is the best one of them so far.
What is with the landscapes?
I like the sense of space here, but it's a little bit too hazy.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it can work, but it's very specific times. I like the clouds though.
No.
We're high up.
We're talking. I'm scratching my head.
There we go. Done. Ooh, I like this. The hills and stuff. This is San Francisco, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
With what's that
Golden
bridge? Yeah, Golden Gate. But there's you're definitely daring because you're in the middle of the street here, and you've caught some lights zooming. Yeah, it's nice straight. It's got purpose, and the Golden Gate Bridge is framed here. Good shot. Upvotes.
No.
I can see what they're going for with the simplicity.
I was saying this is like a KD Lang album cover.
But I'm not sure what's with the extra frame, and I'm not sure what's with the black and white.
Do you honestly think this would win? Seriously.
That's mean.
Prioritise your goals.
I've taken pictures like this.
As an Irish person, this bores me.
It's nice, but it's not quite enough of a subject. The sea here is the subject, because this is the biggest and the brightest.
Again, I'm sure that sky was so overpowering that you need to include it in the majority of your picture.
Oh, this is wigging me out.
This is a Facebook cover photo of a reflection of reeds. Blown
It's
out.
not quite a reflection, though. Hang on.
It's reversed.
Oh, right. So...
It's mirrored and reversed.
Yeah. Because this sticks out here, this sticks out there, this sticks out a little bit, this sticks out a little bit.
Is that even legal in this competition to manipulate to that much extent?
No, photo manipulation is not allowed.
And it's in the top 300.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going to skip this. Oh.
He abandoned his bike.
Yeah. Boy runs from bike.
Bike is sad.
Bike is scary.
Bike
I like
leans
this.
into wall and cries.
I like this
abandoned.
though. It's a bit of a story. He's off to adventure. His trusty bike has taken him close enough.
Just hasn't locked it properly.
What's that though?
Rubbish?
I don't know.
I bet he's put it there to stop the bike from rolling to take the picture.
Possibly. No, he has locked it. Look.
Oh.
Good on you, boy.
Well, not
Bike
a proper
safety.
locking station.
I'm gonna upvote this.
No.
Hey, elephants.
Just wrong angle.
They look a little bit shiny. There's almost too much texture in them.
Yeah.
There's a good
I
bit
think if you dampened the highlights or the whites,
there's
they
a
could have
there's a
gotten a
good bit
nicer
of
picture.
contrast chunked in here.
Yeah.
And it's still
It's the wrong angle though. If you compare that to the deer,
the
difference is quite sizable.
Ugh.
No. Ooh, looks like I can rub those rocks. They're so soft.
That's so weird.
That rock has a better texture than my hair.
Wow. That is such HDR.
Yeah,
It's just too much. Just look at this. Holy shit.
Look at the bright blue sky in the water.
Yeah, not for me.
Not good.
It's a bit like I love when there's a lot of color, but this is just too much. Okay, skipsies.
No. Again, that would have been next to that other picture in the 90s diner.
Yeah. No. It's a bit washed out. I like the streaks.
It looks like a bad Japanese 90s music video.
Yeah, a little bit. But the lights are also a little bit overblown. Yeah, not for me. Hey!
Something escaped. It's run out into the woods.
Path to nowhere.
Run for your lives.
On the other side of this hill, windows.
Yeah, exactly. Here's Bill Gates. No, is that the
This was here again. Skippies.
If you're familiar with the soap Home and Away or Neighbours, you'll get what I'm going to say. Yeah. It looks very like the intro to that.
Okay. I like this. The timing is fantastic on this shot. Yes, it might look a little bit like an advert for an airline company or something like that, but I like it. Upwards for you.
No.
Hey, this band, is this London?
No.
No?
No.
Maybe not.
No.
All right. Skipsies.
Heathcliff, it's me. I'm Kathy. I am home now. That's it.
Let me in your window.
Yeah.
Now this is where color works because it's got something to contrast against with all this.
Yeah.
And everybody takes this shot with this moving, and this guy or girl has chosen not to do that on purpose.
I actually prefer it for once being
it's empty.
stationary.
It's good. I like this.
What annoys me, I think I said this last time, is that machine is poking in.
Well, a little bit. But yeah, this bucks the trend, and it's got a nice bit of color against something to contrast it with, so it's more effective. This poking in, you can argue for and against it, because otherwise it would be quite empty, but I like it. Up for it.
Oh, blessed rocks, we have gathered here today.
Oh, welcome to Ireland. We have rocks and intermittent sun. Yeah. All right. It's okay. Pretty powerful bob rays, but skipsies.
I didn't like this.
I saw what was being done here, but again, it's lines across the face when none are really needed, I think.
Yeah.
And it's an echoing. I'm guessing these two are sisters or something.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't care enough to critique it.
That's just rough.
No.
How
is this in the top 300?
I see what's going on. Like though, it's a line of color between green and green.
No way.
Yes.
I would have never have thought of that. It's so deep.
For real.
Please leave.
Okay. It's an alright reflection picture.
That's better.
That's on the center.
Yeah, and?
Is this a person?
I don't know.
So it looks like a person, but I can't really tell. Yeah. Doesn't immediately grasp me. It does look a little bit like a ship, but it sticks down too much. Oh well. Whoa!
I like this.
Yeah.
My only critique is that the blocks are cut off the top.
Yeah, well, it was probably pre-framed and they just hit and click.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing shot. Like, it's, again, a cool concept and just really well executed. Kudos.
Yeah.
Great.
No.
Hmm.
Holiday picture. Great. Keep
Is
it on
this
Facebook.
is this cave the subject? Is this path the subject? Is this big island thing the subject? What's the subject here? What do you want to show with this picture?
We don't know and you don't know.
What's the intent? I can't get it. It's an okay holiday picture, yes, and people can see where you've been, and it's cool. You walked up to the side here and took a picture. Maybe drop down, take a picture all along the path here, because in the path is a subject and you can see. But as it is, no. It's okay, but it's a bit too much of the snow in the sky. And
Is this not an interesting picture?
yeah, I don't know why it's fish-eyed. That's bending quite a little bit.
Yeah, it's not.
Again with the misty, steep hills.
Yeah, the Instagrammy filter thing again. What the?
I don't know. Might not quite be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, no, skip
It's
seas.
not floating my boat.
Yeah, I can see the frame in the frame.
Broken paint, stained paint, clear flame. Look at my window.
Yeah, not for me.
No.
Skip seas. This, I remember, this is one of the few ones where I thought the haze really works and adds layers, and you've got a nice little pool here. But I don't know if it's still strong enough.
It's not. It's. I mean, it's a very pretty background picture, but it's not a kind of. I'd be extremely surprised if it won this round.
I like that it's not 4:3 crop. There's been a bit of thought put into this. It's just a tiny bit too much haze. I like it a tiny bit less, and it would have been a fantastic shot. Because as it is, it adds to the depth, and it sort of works, but just not enough.
No.
Cranes of Lightning.
Again, Steven Seagal opening credits. No.
This is just. What's the subject here? It's just disappearing. Something's disappearing under.
It's a lovely tourist snapshot. That's it.
It's a bit too vast. There's nothing clearly defined here.
Oh, I didn't like this.
This is so busy. So busy. Like this.
I could
repeating shapes, but it's
on a t-shirt.
It's just too much, and then you get the repetition. Yeah, it's a bit much for me. Making my eyes wig out a bit. I like this.
I didn't.
Because it's center composed, but it's not center composed. It's coming out of one, and these aren't. Like it's breaking a lot of rules, but it does it with gleeful intent, and it just works for me. It doesn't work for Mean, but we can vote her out. This is a symmetrical picture, which isn't symmetrical. It sort of looks a little bit like a face with.
It looks like Mr. Krabby.
Yeah, something like that. But it's symmetrical and not, and it just bothers me.
Yeah, I don't like that.
This can't be real.
No, I just don't like it. It's just completely the wrong angle.
Yeah,
and
and
trying to make the comparisons, but it doesn't work.
the blood moon, like if you look at the edges here,
Yeah,
there's just something
Tapered
not quite
off.
right about it. Huh. Hey, it's a cruise liner and the Sydney Opera House.
Every other
But
snapshot.
both of them are quite small in comparison to the vastness here. So neither of them are really the subject, they're just incidentally there. And therefore the picture falls a bit flat.
Yeah.
Bird Nurney. Creeping. Or Angry Birds, possibly.
Yeah, it's Angry Birds, not Bert and Ernie. Because Bert is, Ernie is orange.
Okay. Yeah, I still like this. It's a moment. He's grabbing like a little bit of kip amidst this pile of crockery and stuff to sell.
I
It's
just
cool.
think I know the opportunity probably couldn't have warranted it, but if you just stood back a tiny bit.
Maybe. Still. Huh. Just hanging out. Looking at shit. I don't know.
For some reason, I don't like this picture, but compared to the rest of the pictures before it,
No.
it actually has it's something different.
It is. Why black and white though? Oh, and JMWK 2014. No watermarks. So before I saw that, it would have been maybe an upvote, but no watermarks. Skipsies. Man is walking away along a leading line.
So interesting.
Yeah, not quite. Oh, it's another Milky Way shot.
Please skip.
Not as good as the others. Ooh, I fucking love cocaine.
But it's a really good picture.
It's an amazing picture of a bison. Or is it a buffalo?
Oh, do you want to get into the technicalities? Right
No,
now?
it's a bison / buffalo, and it's getting upvoted.
It's a bison.
Yeah, looks like one of Dad's holiday snaps from Egypt, circa 1962.
It's just like the searchers, except with camels.
Yeah. I like this.
I don't.
Like it's slanted, so you don't get that straight over the middle. But yes, on the other hand, it's just stars which have a little bit of trailing at the edges, which you could have fixed, and yeah, it's just a road. But it's nice. It's nice.
No, oh my god! How did every single Milky Way photo ever taken?
I think this is a quite a decent Milky Way photo though. Colors are nice, and they've included some stuff to frame this with, which is more than some of them.
I really wish there was downvotes on this.
There is, but you have to go through the menu, so you have to be really intentful about it. I like this. This is like a house that has a face, like mouth here, nose, eye, and just a really.
I just think it's a boring picture.
Nope, it's an awesome picture, and it's getting upvoted.
No, you took it from the wrong angle.
Yeah,
foreground's
I can see the vastness here, but these people are too tiny. It should have been worked a little bit. This needs to come up a little bit. You still get the vastness because the majority of it is background, but yeah, needs a bit more work. This is a butter ad.
Yeah.
And it's not quite done well enough.
You look what butter company calls.
Is it just me or is it a little bit blurry?
No, it's blurry. Yeah, the whole entire thing's blurry. I'm trying to think where the focus was.
Ooh, now that's sharp.
I liked that, but I don't know. I just don't think it's top 300. Maybe it is actually after all the Milky Way photos.
I do. This is brilliant. Really close, and he's shouting at you, "Hey, get back! Get that camera out of my face!" Oh, I've got
bench.
It's a park bench. This is all right, I think. So, okay.
Yeah,
it's all right, but it's I don't see it as a winner.
No. What with the children getting voted in? I don't even want to comment. Go.
Your kid can draw. Muck.
No.
Again, it's a pretty good Milky Way picture.
Was it like some secret kind of?
Because you've got the reflection of the Milky Way here.
Was it kind of secret like entry test that if you did Milky Way, you automatically get put into the next round? That's what it's looking like. Off center.
This is interesting, yeah, but this is very, very center composed, and she's off center, which robs a bit of the power from the composition.
And too green.
And this is a little bit too dark. This is all underexposed, so.
No, we're waiting for next class. There's a Korean in the background. It's yellow. Fantastic.
Yeah, see, this is nice and clean, and for them to sit alone, it's a nice and clean concept. But what I don't like, the cranes actually make it a bit busy here. If it had been clean or overexposed or just blown out, I would have been okay with it. But this and this clashes. The stylistic simplicity here clashes with the busyness of the exterior.
No.
There's a house and some lines. Yeah, this seems like a symmetric shot, but it cannot be symmetric because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side and 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. Maybe it should have been right underneath this, but then these would obviously not go straight away.
Yeah. Really
Plus this
me.
and this isn't. Yeah. Don't try to force symmetry on something that's asymmetrical.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a colourful bird.
I liked this because it was something different.
Well, I didn't really, but I can dig it. Oh, it's a travel agent ad.
Great.
It's on the wall. I don't know.
No.
Some people on there, but I don't think this is enough for me to go, yeah, awesome.
No.
It's a boat. It's got people. There's a sun behind it.
I don't know why you're still talking about this.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
the vertigo picture. Jesus.
Like, for the pure balls alone of going up and getting this shot, I have to upvote this. This, like, wow. That's some scope and perspective. Now, when we were talking earlier about going and finding a different perspective that you don't normally see, can't get much more different than this.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It looks like he's taking a piss.
Yeah. Or he's shitting light.
Yeah. It's not great.
It's, yeah, I can see what's going on, but it's no.
It's just a cutaway from a montage.
Yeah. Ooh, the reflective shot. But you could have cropped this and majority of this.
Like, I mean, skies can be pretty, and I'm part of the cloud appreciation society. So I like to think I like clouds, but that's just not one of them. For me, it's over processed.
Yeah, it's a little bit over processed, but it is a cool moment.
Like, if you look at the people in the background, what have they done to them?
Yeah, like it seems like all the reds are watered out a lot, like they've been turned to slight purple. And I don't know why.
I don't know, yeah, I just didn't need that.
But it is a cool moment, and it's a very clear subject, and it's something's definitely going on.
But it's over-edited.
Yeah, over-edited, bad on you, but you're still going to get
like
the
a picture's going to speak for itself. You shouldn't have to have Lightroom. You know what I mean?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Why is this here?
Foreground, middle ground, background.
Black
but,
and white forest. What the
yeah.
fuck is this doing here?
It's not doing much for us.
Another dairy company.
Yeah, another butter ad, this time with HDR.
Beautiful butter ad.
This is a little bit cool, but it's still not enough to lift this enough for an upvote, I think.
It's a butter ad. No.
Aww, they're walking with an umbrella.
It's such an unusual concept.
Oh no.
Again, they should have zoomed in.
Yeah, something could have been done with this. Like, it's a bit unfortunate that your subject here sort of blends in a little bit to the background due to the natural camouflage. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe you could have stepped out, zoomed in a little bit, and got him all the way along the crack here. Maybe. And then you would have gotten the light straight on as well. Possibly. But then again, if you moved, maybe he would have run away. I don't know how much time you had, or how you could, if you could had time to workshop this. It's okay, but it would have needed a little bit more work for me.
No.
Yeah, no.
The only thing worse than landscape and badly taken landscapes is landscapes in black and white.
Wow.
I love the colours in this.
The colours are spot on. Like, the focus is brilliant, and the moment is just there.
Yeah, just give it an upvote.
Holy shit, this is good. I would have given it a double upvote and a red gold if I could. Like, this is fucking amazing.
It's really good. I just love the colour.
Yeah.
No. In contrast, this is crap.
It's a tough act to follow, but still, there's a little bit of
Stars, piers, centre composed.
Yeah.
What more do you want? No. HSBC called. They want their ad back.
Yeah, this is like a mortgage ad.
What does the umbrella say? Ban? Autobahn. No, it doesn't say Autobahn, but it looks something like that.
I don't know. Guess we'll never know. I sort of like this.
As a holiday snap.
It is a little bit, but it's been... This bend makes it sort of work. It's a little bit fish-eyed, but I can stand that. Because it makes this just look kind of cool.
Just a meander from a different angle. But it's the same picture I've seen a lot of times.
Right. Ooh. Zebra eye.
It's in that point where it's not focused in enough. You need to pull in or pull out. Choose.
Yeah.
It's
Choose one.
at the complete wrong. No.
Wow. Her nose is literally just 2 holes in her head.
And my chin has now become my neck.
Wow. There's no separation. That is so super processed on the skin.
Yeah.
Like, not even porcelain is this smooth.
Yeah.
It is quite a bit overdone.
That got in. It's a terrible photo.
Like that, this is just outrageously impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see it's a cool concept and it's a different take on the portrait, but this is just too silky and milky. It's, heavy-handed on the processing. And I think we'll do this as the last one because time has flown, as always. And we'll do the rest in part 2. But this is the last picture, and what do you think?
It's not a winner. It's an interesting photo. Like, again, like a lot of these have seemed to be so far. It's like, it's not going, wow, great shot. It's mediocre.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's in black and white.
I sort of agree. It's a little bit... Is it slanted? Maybe not.
It's the terrain as well.
But yeah, it could have been a lot more done with this, I guess is what we're trying to say. So this is going to be a skip, and we're going to leave it on the next one for the next episode. So, thank you for this round, and wait for part 2 to follow later, because we're already at 1 hour and 30. Jesus. I hope you're watching this in fast forward, or have watched it, because we're slow enough that you can probably pick it up even if you go at 125 speed. Anyway, we're going to go to bed, I think. So, from us, thank you very much for listening, and take care.
Oh, and I've been mean.
And I've been nice. We'll see you in the next part.